course. Yeah. Seen your photo lots of times.
Yeah. Now I remember you for a while. I don't remember Charlie for some reason. Sorry about that. And then,
no worries.
When it all put together, and then when I saw you, I remember you.
It was a long time ago. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
I got a shotgun.
G'day, mate.
Put another shrimp on the barbie, eh?
Yeah, another shrimp on the barbie.
That's about all I can do.
Residents of Evil.
Hey everybody, Andrew here, director-producer of The Keeper's Diary, A Biohazard Story, and Resident Evil Resurrection, both inspired by some of your favorite works. In today's video, we're going to give you a sneak peek behind the scenes of the Resident Evil cast reunion projects that I put together back in June of last year. Let's get started. Before we get into today's video, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a turn-based tactical MMO battle game with a strong emphasis on hero collection and is completely free to play. Play casually or compete to be the best. As you progress through the game, you unlock new champions, armor, and abilities that you can customize for which battle style suits you. Next, let's pause for a moment so I can tell you all about our favorite new faction in Raid, the elusive and mysterious Sylvan Watchers. Rather than building a sprawling city on the ground or in a cave, the Sylvan Watchers made their home in the Mistwood, a huge jungle in the east of Talaria. Don't expect to walk in the park if you try to visit the Sylvan Watchers. If the beasts don't kill you, the Sylvan probably will, for trespassing on their land. And in preparation for Raid's 4th anniversary later this year, this month sees the launch of the humongous 4th anniversary Titan event. This new type of event lasts for several weeks, and we will see you earning anniversary points by competing in special themed events. Before we go any further, let's take a moment to talk about Ronda. Raid's released a legendary champion based off of MMA and pro wrestling legend Ronda Rousey. Yes, the Ronda Rousey. You can get Ronda for free right now, whether you're a new or long-time player, just by logging into Raid. All you've got to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and February 20th, and Ronda's yours. That's all there is to it. If you haven't started playing Raid yet, click the link in the description or scan QR code here on the screen. You'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Conneru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 epic skill tome. The rewards will be available for the next 30 days. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid today. Thank you, Raid, for sponsoring this video. Videos for today, we're going to film the teaser trailer later on. This morning we're going to film like an intro skit for the interview video that we'll do later. Well, the helicopter, we'll just film here out on the ramp. I'll have a green screen on the sides, key in footage of like, ground moving.
So that monster.
Yeah.
So
My brother's actually a 3D modeler, and he's been working on that.
Oh, nice.
What? You say something?
I think I remember if you told me why that monster appears in that scene, though.
So in the Keeper's Diary, he logs a day where he has to take care of one of these creatures, and he describes it as a skinless gorilla, I think, in the diary. I've always associated it with this creature from the game. Some people have associated it with another creature, but that other creature has just been so overused in all the movies and shows. I was like, I'm just going to do this because it hasn't been done.
And Greg Smith, that Aussie dude?
Yeah, he's the guy who played Barry.
He's here?
Yeah.
Oh. From Australia?
Yeah.
Just keep your firearm pointed in a safe direction.
Right.
So you're literally just going to have it pointed at the ground the whole time.
Finger over the...
Yeah, keep your finger over the trigger guard. Never put it on the trigger.
Right. Yeah.
Safety will always be on. Be aware of your surroundings, and then we're not firing it, so we're not going to need eye in your protection. Do you have? Did you bring like dark pair of pants?
I did. A couple of them.
Okay.
Well, one blue, one black.
All right, let me go grab that stuff out of the bed.
It's all in the 90s, and they got it so you'll feel like you were there.
I was there.
I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm pointing at the screen. I'm like, So yeah.
It's over the shoulder of him.
This one's a little grittier,
So you haven't seen the area somewhere. Also, yeah.
but
So
it's
you might
good.
want it on his right.
Thanks, bro.
The dry is weird. I was biking in Vegas, and I remember finishing. We rode pretty hard, and I was just bone dry.
It's Utah.
Yeah, which is cool. Plus 80 miles an hour is the speed limit. That blew my mind. I thought my phone was wrong.
Left hand.
Left hand here. Okay.
This is gonna go over your head. Watch your glasses.
And those are like real magazines?
Yeah.
How's that? Is that good?
Yeah, that feels good.
Cool beans.
I mean, it could go tighter, but it doesn't have to.
Okay.
It's comfortable.
There's no firing pin in the bolt. There would be like a little silver nipple right there in the center. And then obviously there's no round caught up at the mag.
Fair enough.
Cool.
All right. Wouldn't mind getting a little bit of a tan, like got the farmer tan thing, like just from here.
Charlie, what I'm gonna do is.
But is it all right to just kind of let it be hanging?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Bang your knee. Yeah.
Or they tested a lot of the.
That's perfect. So cool. I've never been on a salt flat.
I don't know if it's intentional, but the collar's turned up.
It's warmer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my neck's cold. Chris, I'm a ghost.
Chris Redfield. So you're still alive. I'm a ghost, Chris.
I'm a ghost, Chris.
You of all people should know that.
You of all people should know that.
And then I smirk at you. How many times do I have to kill you? And then you say, that was always your problem, Chris. You never learn. You cannot kill a god. What?
We're gonna walk a little bit.
Okay. And,
You can't kill a ghost, Chris. We are meeting the challenge yet again. It's a standoff. It's a standoff between Chris Redfield and Wesker. A long time coming. You know, I think I probably could just take people's word on the salt thing. You can see little crystals in there, though.
You will eat white dog shit.
Just try it. Just try it. Step Brothers was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe look down at the ground.
Yeah, okay.
How many times do I have to kill you?
That was always your problem, Redfield. You never learned. You cannot kill a god. Doing video game dying sounds, you know, because you die in succession, right? Like, you know. And so I was doing these sounds, and I got stopped by the guy in black with a ponytail and a cigarette, you know, and he's correcting, giving me instructions.
Right.
And so I made some sound, and he goes, no, 2 minutes before dying. Like, oh, you mean 2 minutes before? I did 3 minutes. Sorry. Sorry.
Right.
I got 2 minutes. I mean, you know, like that's a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you work with Shinji Mikami?
Yeah.
I
That's
think.
the Resident Evil.
Oh, that guy. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes straight at the camera.
You
remember me?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen your photo lots of times.
Yeah. Now I remember you. I don't remember Charlie for some reason. Sorry about that. And
Yeah,
then
no worries.
When it all put together, and then I saw you. Yeah, I remember you.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember the girls. The
Yeah.
two girls in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 27 years ago? Was it 96?
95 it was made.
Well, with all that
95.
stuff
Released
out there,
in 96.
all right.
The only reason I know that I was in Japan. The only year I was in Japan was 95.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, just fluked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
I
I
wasn't-
never thought anything about it until about 2 years ago.
Oh, well, only time I thought about it was when they started contacting me.
Right, exactly.
About 2016,
Yeah.
someone emailed me, a Frederick or from a guy from Germany, and he
Sure.
got onto me, and then it just snowballed, and people
Yeah.
started contacting me everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
It's really-
yeah.
it's really
Hard
weird.
to believe.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. There you go. Yeah, you got the language right. G'day, mate.
Put another shrimp on the barbie,
yeah,
eh?
yeah, another shrimp on the barbie.
That's about all I can do.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it? It's like you're all scraped up.
I
already there?
tripped over in Vegas. I just tripped my leg on a bit of whatever and fell into a bush.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it looked really bad. It looked like I was drunk, but I was sober. It was around though when we
Friends was around.
was friends.
Oh, is that Jennifer?
Friends had just started, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Because they were playing that music on the American radio station in Tokyo all the
Yeah.
time. From
Friends is probably the most, whatever, worldwide.
yeah,
Out of any American show.
Because when I was there, you had the American radio station that used to...
Yeah, the Armed Forces Radio.
Armed Forces Radio. And they played it all the time. The same with that Alanis Morissette had just come out with... yeah, and they were playing that all the time as well.
Well, gentlemen,
Bring back memories, guys.
Jimmy John, I bought whatever snacks I could.
Stay there, my friend. Stay there. So we got the long shot.
So ridiculous.
And the close up.
Oh gosh, he's getting like 10 photos in here. I hate you all.
Where's my hair? Behind it.
Are you okay
No,
with me?
yeah, you're fine.
Some of us kind of got to do that.
Yeah.
I think you're missing it on the
These are all airsoft magazines.
Perfect.
Nothing in the magazine to you.
Perfect.
Right? Nick? Dave?
Cool.
Okay. Now, I'm going to be pointing this way. For the shot, the hammer's going to be back. You kind of want to lean forward into it again like you did with the handgun. And you're just kind of slowly, like anything can pop out at you any second. You're in a mansion in the middle of nowhere full of monsters that are trying to kill you.
Oh, that sounds like a great.
Your character right now is incredibly on edge. You're not like a battle-hardened veteran at this point. However, you've gone through training, you have experience. Your captain sent you to investigate. When your helicopter lands, they drop you off, and you're immediately attacked by... Fuck out of the way. You're just ready. You know, you're ready to go. So I'll give this to you.
Okay.
Alright. There you go.
Like that?
Yep.
Just blonde is mine.
What is blonde?
Wait, no,
Oh,
I
you
got
got
it.
it.
I got
You
it.
got it? Okay.
I can figure it out.
Okay.
Shysta. I'm just sweating.
Being a fake police officer is a little too much, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Are you gonna charge her for impersonation? Hey everybody, my name is Andrew Saullo, director and producer of The Keeper's Diary, A Biohazard Story, and Resident Evil Resurrection, both inspired by some of your favorite works. Before we end today's video, we want to do a short VFX breakdown with you. Since Resurrection was produced with such short notice, I want to highlight someone who really saved my ass in the edit. One of my good college friends, Steven Spady. Steve is an amazing VFX artist and did an excellent job keying out green screen for the helicopter sequence and, well, fixing my mistakes. We weren't able to hide all the reflections that I missed on set, but Steve did a fantastic job concealing everything he could with the time and budget that we had. You know, why don't I just let him explain this?
Hey Residents of Evil, as Andrew just mentioned, my name is Steven Spady. And aside from having my own YouTube channel, I work full-time in the visual effects industry, usually with a team of people crafting the visual effects for feature films and commercials, some of which you may have seen before. However, when Andrew reached out to me, well, I figured I'd cut him a break and help him make Barry's helicopter take flight. To refresh your memories, here's what the final helicopter shots looked like in the short, and here's what they looked like as originally filmed. Because Andrew had access to a helicopter, but wasn't able to take it up with the actors, we had to use green screens to make the effect happen. When dealing with green screens, the main things you hope for, aside from your actors not wearing green, are that the green screen is evenly lit, it doesn't have a ton of wrinkles and seams, and there isn't a ton of green spill bouncing onto the actors and set. Now, when approaching pulling a key, your first instinct may be to select your green color, which will give you a matte similar to this, and then cranking the white and black levels in your keyer so that everything you want to keep is white, and the background to be replaced is black. By doing so, you will notice that while you're retaining what you want, the edges are very sharp, pixelated, and sizzling. A better way to approach keying is with a soft matte and a hard matte. Your hard matte would be something akin to what we just created, where you push the settings to the point that everything you want to keep is pure white and everything you want to remove is pure black. A soft matte is one where you push the settings just a little bit, to where the background is completely black, but the foreground is semi-transparent. Some areas are completely white, while others are still gray. If we zoom in on this soft matte, you can see the edges are much more natural than the hard matte, and they also retain the softness of the defocus and motion blur if done correctly. However, because of the semi-transparent parts in the middle, we can't just use this key, which is why we make both a soft and hard matte. By eroding in the edge of the hard matte a bit, we can place it on top of our soft matte and create a best of both worlds scenario. In this example, I ended up having to do some garbage matting to only use the soft matte for Chris's sunglasses, as I wanted to retain the transparency there. Now that we have our key set up, we can place in footage for the background. Ideally, your background footage is shot at the same or similar focal length. It is very important that the lighting on set matches the lighting of the background as close as possible. Luckily, here we didn't have to worry about that. Andrew was also able to go up in the helicopter on a different day and grab footage to use. Do I wish it was a little less handheld? Sure, but we make do with what we've got. With a little stabilization, I was able to line up the footage in a way that the horizon line felt good, color correct the footage to match how bright it should be based on the exposure of the foreground, despill the green from the foreground, and add some light wrap around the actor. With all that in place, we go from this to this. Well, I hope that was insightful to any of you who were interested in getting into visual effects. And thanks again, Andrew and the Residents of Evil team for having me on. If you'd like to stay up to date with what I'm up to, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I mostly post comedic sketches and music videos. And I hope you're looking forward to Andrew's next project, The Keeper's Diary, A Biohazard Story. Thanks again.